Children that I babysat, while the children I babysat took naps. I had been to a few Pure Romance parties and hosted one myself. 2 of those kids are mine. I had hosted one myself. I decided to look around online and look at the starter kits. I called my husband at work and told him I was thinking about joining Pure Romance, just so my friends and I could get our discount. He said, if you're going to do it, get the biggest kit they have. I remember being scared to death because we did not have the money. We skipped a bill so that I could get my starter kit. When the kit came, I was panic-stricken. I was the girl who could not talk in front of people. I could not say penis out loud and knew nothing about sexual health or toys. When I booked my first party, the thing that I did know is that we had to have fun. Even though I was super nervous, the party was great and I made $600. Right? I made my kit money back and I was happy. I was the girl who did not want to work weekends because I had 3 small children and worked daycare for full time out of my house. My husband worked full time as well, and weekends were our family time. Although we didn't have money for extras, we were comfortable, right? Anybody there? So I didn't make myself work my business more than I had to. I didn't see the big picture and see what a little sacrifice would do. A year later, the economy went downhill. Between my husband's job and my daycare, we lost 75% of our income. It gets better. In September, my expedition was repossessed because we couldn't make the payments. October, my husband had a bad car accident, and I found out I was pregnant with baby number 4. My other kids were 5, 4, and 2. I constantly worried about money, especially when it came to my kids. If they needed lunch money, or shoes, or clothes. I worried about how we would pay if something unexpected or an emergency happened. I worried if what other people thought about what we did, because we're from a small Christian and Catholic town. Right after the baby was born, the final straw hit. We came home to a foreclosure notice on our door that our house was going to be sold in 30 days. That was the icing on the cake. I realized this is not the life that I wanted for my husband and my kids or myself. I stopped caring what other people thought and letting their opinions affect the way that we lived. Right? I was tired of living paycheck to paycheck and decided to get out of my own way. I stopped making excuses and picked up the phone and messaged as many people as I could to get as many parties on my calendar as possible. I offered them extra free product and jump-started my business and have kept going ever since. I became laser focused and held parties for a solid 2 years, anytime I could. Ironically, many people that I thought would judge me and have a poor opinion of what I did became my best customers, including my mother, who has been one of my top consultants for over 7 years. Because of my newfound consistency and determination, I was able to quit and close my full-time daycare that I ran for 7 years and retire my husband from his factory job that he worked at for 6 years. He's right here. It was awesome for me to be able to allow him to not have to work an everyday job at the age of 29 and allow us the freedom that we have together. When I look back now, I laugh at the thought that holding weekend parties meant giving up family time. My husband and I get to spend every day together doing what we love, working side by side. I always put family activities along with my kids' games and events on my calendar first and book my parties around that. I get to be with my kids. One's missing. After school and all day, and when they're home on holidays and summer breaks. We get to do things both big and small that were never possible. Because of Pure Romance, I was able to take lifetime trips because, like Alaska, Australia, and South Africa, before Pure Romance, my husband and I had never been on a honeymoon. I will never forget when Patty called me herself to tell me I earned my very first incentive trip to Dominican Republic in November 2011. When I answered the phone and heard, "Hey Amy, it's Patty," I burst into tears. I won't ever forget that day and knowing that my hard work paid off. That trip changed my life, and ever since then, I've never gone backwards and have set goals ever since and worked hard to achieve them. Ever since that incentive trip, we know how we were treated by the company, and I have not wanted to miss an incentive trip ever again. It also made my husband super supportive and made him push me that much more. We've never wanted to miss an incentive trip again. On this trip, I made friendships that have lasted, and I've learned so much from these amazing consultants and couples that we look up to and admire. It pushed me to do more and be better and learn and see what was possible with this company, and that the sky was the limit and that I'm worth it. I just had to want it. This business has also brought some of the greatest friendships in my life. There are so many Pure Romance consultants who are literally my family. I am blessed I'm blessed to have met them, and honestly don't know where I would be without so many of you guys in this room. In addition to amazing friendships, a lot of family time, and exotic travel, Pure Romance has enabled me to be debt-free. We paid off my husband's truck. What happened? I don't know where my pictures went. That's not mine. We paid off my husband's truck, my expedition. I do not have to worry about lunch money for my kids or how something unexpected comes up. We can easily afford the extras like my daughter's traveling select soccer team, my son's baseball, family trips, or family outings and elegant dinners. We have a healthy savings account. Whoop. Those are my friends. And we can also, healthy savings account set aside, and we've learned to be financially smart. 2 years ago, I fulfilled a lifelong dream, buying my first ever brand new car. This is my baby, a 2016 Camaro SS. Next on our family bucket list is building our dream home. We purchased land 5 years ago, interest-free. And we have our house plans, but we're paying the land down before we start building because we don't want to incur debt. If all goes well, we will break ground this year. Pure Romance has taught my children some incredible, valuable lessons. They see the value of working hard and what it means to sacrifice. They understand the importance of being smart with money, and they've learned that nothing comes easy and nothing will be handed to them. I love that I am teaching by example and preparing them for their future. I think the biggest lesson that Pure Romance has taught me is that it's okay to want more because I am worth more. Unfortunately, in today's world, the majority of people are simply surviving. That's where I was just 10 short years ago, doing just enough to get by, and sadly, that's become the new normal. Pure Romance pushed me, motivated me, and encouraged me to step out of my comfort zone and achieve everything I wanted for myself and my family. It has allowed me to provide the things, not just the things in life, but the things that we deserve. My word is thrive rather than just survive. Pure Romance has enabled me to thrive. Just like in May of 2008, each one of you in this room have already made the decision that has the power to impact and change your life. What you do with it moving forward is up to you, and I hope you choose to thrive.
That was incredible. Amy, thank you so much for sharing your story.
You're welcome.